Dajahao, this is Mark, and the video you're about to watch was originally posted on a different channel a few weeks ago. If you missed my explanation about what happened with Wushuzilla, be sure and click right there. To get everyone caught up, I'll be reposting about 9 videos from the Wushu52 project, and the video you're about to watch was recorded on
January 2nd, 2022,
where I talk about
my Wushu52 training plan.
So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Are you ready? I'm ready. Roll the clip. Hello and welcome back to Wushu52. In this video, I'm going to give you a general overview of my plans to train Wushu over the next 52 weeks at the ripe old age of 52. Are you ready? Let's go. So what is my plan with Wushu52? Well, I've essentially broken down the next year into quarters, months, and weeks of increasingly more specific and difficult workouts. And what does that mean? Well, I have no idea what state I'll be in October, so it doesn't make sense to plan a lot of details for that far in the future. But it does make sense for me to plan very specifically what I'm going to be doing in January. For the month of January, I have a very specific plan, and it's sort of more gradual as time goes forward. This just allows me to pivot and adjust things as they happen. And it's definitely more responsive than me being super anal or OCD about my training plans, which I have a tendency to do. So this is a way not to waste a lot of my time wasting my time. I do love me some over planning, but not this time. So in the first quarter over this time frame, I'm focusing mainly on building up my physical ability, getting a stronger foundation in the fundamentals of strength and flexibility, mobility, and endurance that I need to be able to do Wushu properly. There are 6 areas that I'm focusing on, each one contributing to Wushu, and I've sort of put them in order of my initial priorities to give you an idea of where my energy will be spent initially as well as time goes on. So those 6 areas are, number 1, rehabilitation and healing. I have several physical and health issues that I'm going to talk about in a later video. These are just some things I really have to get into before I really push the gas with my Wushu training. Number 2, body composition. This is just a fancy way of saying I need to lose some fat. Like many people, I gained some weight over COVID and a little before COVID, so I need to focus on my nutrition, my health, my mental well-being, my emotional health, all those kind of things to make sure that I can lose weight and reconstitute my body in a more efficient way for Wushu training. And I'm going to get into a lot more detail about that in another video too. Number 3, mobility and flexibility. So this basically deals with improving my range of motion and my overall suppleness. That is a weird word, suppleness. Suppleness, that sounds weird. Suppleness. Number 4, strength and power. This is both improving my muscles' ability to load work as well as my baofali or my explosive power that's used in Wushu. Number 5, Wushu techniques. These are those jibengong, the fundamental movements of Wushu that we all have to train every single class. I tend to break these down into certain formats: kicking, stances, techniques, combos, form work, and of course before there's warm-up and stretching, and afterwards there's conditioning, endurance, and stretching. And that leads into number 6, which is endurance and stamina. And as you know, this would be related to improving my cardiovascular endurance and ability to perform work over time, something that is desperately needed in Wushu. You know, the truth is it's hard to give a really comprehensive explanation of my plan without you knowing some of the backstory about the physical challenges and health challenges I've been having over the past several years that really influence how I train. Because one of the joys of getting older is that your body starts to fall apart part by part. Just be aware that that's something I'm putting into consideration with my training plan. Again, this is for a 52-year-old, not a 25-year-old. But those are essentially the main categories that I plan to do during this next 52-week period, and I will be doing much more detailed explanations on each of those in upcoming videos. So if you have any questions, be sure and leave them in the comments below and I will address them later. I also wanted to let you know that I'm recording these videos like this one a few days before the year actually starts. My training officially starts on January 1st, which for you is in the past, but for me it's in the future. And I will be taking videos of my training as well. Most likely I'll post them as a end of the week retrospective kind of format, so you can look forward to seeing those on a weekly basis. I'm also going to share the next week's plan because a lot of what I'll do the next week depends on how things went the week before. So it'll be sort of a moving target as we go forward. You know, I realize that 52 weeks might seem like a long time to some of you young Wushu whippersnappers out there. But for someone in my age bracket, a year goes by like that. This will be gone before I know it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how things progress in the rest of 2022. And of course, if you'd like to see how things progress, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Or, don't, no pressure. So just to recap, the 6 areas that I'm focusing on this year for Wushu52 are: number 1, rehabilitation and healing; number 2, body composition; number 3, mobility and flexibility; number 4, that's 8; number 4, strength and power; number 5, Wushu techniques; and number 6, endurance and stamina. And of course, that's the priority list right now. Things will change and adjust as I adapt to what's happening and as my body grows and develops and things change.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change.
But that's it for today. Again, please leave any questions you have in the comments below and I will answer those in a future video. Until next time, jayo.